Hello. So I'm really excited today to share with you some quick snippets on how to find the right training as a coach. I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer, and breakthrough coach trainer. And this week we are running a free training, Start Your Coaching Business, which I am so excited about. So excited. And this has been one of the questions that we've had a lot as well, about people saying, okay, well, I want to start my coaching business, but how do I get the right training? And have you got anything that you can recommend? So I just want to have a quick chat about what to look for in your coaching training if you are literally starting from nothing and you are wanting to start a coaching business. So as always, I'm going to keep this to about 10 minutes if I can. Give you as much tips and nuggets as possible. I've made sure I've got some notes so that I stay on track. Okay, so we're diving into how to find the right training as a coach. And I actually do talk about this in the Start Your Coaching Business training. But basically, here is a quick rundown of the things that are really important. When you look for your training as a coach, okay? So the first thing is to look at what you're learning, right? Look at what is included in that, like what is the syllabus, what are the modules, what's included in the training, and how can you apply this training to yourself, right? How can you apply this training to yourself? And the reason why this is important is because, firstly, we need to ensure that we're getting the right training to support us as a coach, right, to support and facilitate transformations. But also, we need to ensure that we're able to apply this to ourselves, because one of the most untapped resources coaches have is coaching, right? And they just don't necessarily tap into it themselves for themselves. So self-coaching, for example. So when you are doing your coaching training, ideally, I would recommend, in fact, 100%, I would recommend that you ensure that you're learning how to help people let go of limiting beliefs, which are beliefs that are stopping you from moving forward. Right? So ensure that your training is supporting you to let go of limiting beliefs, and that you are applying that to yourself. So for example, in our coach training, so we have a neuro-linguistic programming and breakthrough coaching certification program. In our training, we ensure that as you are learning, firstly, you're applying everything to yourself. And secondly, you're partnering up with the other students. We've got over 100 students going through that program, and you are partnering up with them to support them with the training, okay? And what I mean by that is, for example, you learn something and then you apply it, right? You apply it to yourself and to the other students. So that's really important. The second thing is to think about, like, how much of a live element does this training have? How much of a live element does this training have? We've had so many students come to us who have done a coaching training program, or they've done like a coaching diploma, and then they've come to us for our training because they feel like they still don't have the confidence and the tools and techniques to support their clients to take it to the next level, right, and to push through blocks and limiting beliefs. And one of the reasons why I believe this is because there's not enough of a live element into the training. So we have two options with our training. To give you an example of this, when you join us on our online self-study program, it's not all self-study, right? You join us live every week for a session where we deep dive into the training and support you as well. And then we also have the option to do a live full 6-day program, which is the same program, but it's delivered live for 6 full days with me from 9:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. So when you're looking for your training, really tap into, like, what live elements does this training have, because that will really support you as well. It'll support you to ask questions, get the answers that you need, and help you to move forward. So another thing to look at is look at the company themselves, like how consistent is the company. Now, I always, I read, what was the book that I read? I think it was like What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School. I read it years and years ago, and this one quote from it really stuck out to me. And really it was about how we do anything is how we do everything. How we do anything is how we do everything. And I really believe that, like, if you pay attention to people's behaviors in things that they do that maybe not related to business or not related to other areas of their lives, quite often, or all the time, what we do is we play out the same behaviors, and they can mirror into all areas of our lives, right? So, and this comes down to, like, in this context, looking at businesses, how consistent are they with their marketing? How consistent are they showing up? How consistent are they in their support? So for example, we do a weekly live video like this one, where we answer a specific question that our community is asking to support you to get an answer to something that you're asking for, right? So a lot of people have been asking, how do I find the right training as a coach? So I'm answering that question to support you. And we do that every single week, unless we've got like Live Accelerate was last week, so there wasn't one last week. So instead of doing one live, I shared an older one, but it still goes out every single week. So when you're looking at companies, look at how consistent are they in sharing their message? How consistent are they with, if they do blog posts, putting out blog posts, doing videos? Because this will stream through every other thing that they do, customer service, the actual course itself, and the support that they give you as well. So that's really important. The next thing that you want to do is ask yourself, what do you actually want from the training, right? What do you actually want from the training, and what are the outcomes for you? Right? Because a lot of the time we'll think, right, well, I want to be a coach, so I want to be certified as a coach to help other people, right? However, what we need to do is look within first, right? Look within first and ask yourself, what am I wanting from this training, and what are the outcomes I am wanting, and ensure that that is included in your training. So whether that's, and to give you an example of this, within our training, you apply everything you learn to yourself. Right? So you experience the transformation firsthand before you then go and support your clients with them transformations too, even if you're already an existing coach, right? So whether you're starting your coaching business from scratch or you've got a current business and you want to add more tools and techniques, we still go through this process because you have to first experience it to then be able to support other people to experience them transformations too. And another thing is to find out what support there is and what after support there is, right? What after support there is. So again, to give you an example of this, within our neuro-linguistic programming and breakthrough coaching program, there is no limit to the support we give you, right? So we do a weekly call every Monday at 11 a.m. If our students can't join them, they get the replays, and there is no limit to when you can join them, right? So our call was this morning, and this morning we had one of our students who graduated last week. Right, so she's still joining us. We have students who graduated last year or the year before who still join us for that support, because if you are working with a client and you perhaps are working with them and there's some presenting problem that's coming up and you're not quite sure how to support them with that problem, I would rather you be able to come to us, ask the questions, get the support you need to then get the results that you want in your business. So we don't cut off the support that we give you. It is there forever. So this is really important to look at when you're doing your coach training. And to give you another example, one of our students works with young, vulnerable people, right? And although she does feel confident in her abilities to be able to do that, sometimes she might get clients and work with people that are especially vulnerable, and she just wants to just check in and just make sure that the techniques that she's using are going to be get the best result for her and for her client. And so she graduated years ago, right? And she still checks in with us to make sure she's getting, using the right things, and just getting that extra touch point to support her in her business and in her coaching, right? So to give you a roundup, how to get the right training as a coach. 1, look at what you're learning, right? Look at what you're learning and how this all applies to you. 2, ensure it includes a live element, right? A live element of training. 3, look at the company and look at how consistent they are, right? How consistent are they in their marketing? How consistent are they in sharing their message? Ask yourself, what do you want from the training, right? Look within first. What are the outcomes that you want and what you want from the training? And ensure that this is included in your training. And then find out what the after support there is, right? Because a lot of time there isn't much support at all, right? Let alone any after support. So ensure that you're just checking in to make sure that you're getting the support that you need to support you as a coach when you're working with your clients at the time of going through the program, also once you've finished, and therefore they're on, right? So that's it from me. That was really short and sweet. I do aim to keep these Monday sessions as short and sweet and actionable as possible. That was us talking about how to find the right training as a coach. And this week we have got some really exciting training starting called Start Your Coaching Business. Our first one is today. I'm so excited. If you've already signed up for it and you're joining us today, do let me know. If you've not signed up yet and you go to register, you won't see the option to join today because we are so full for today. It'll only give you the option to join from Wednesday. But we do have like 6 different options to join us over the next 2 weeks. So that training is Start Your Coaching Business, and you can find the link to join that in either, if you're on Facebook with me, you can find it in the notes. If you're on Instagram, you can find it in the link in my bio. And we also post this video on our podcast as well for the audio. So if you're on the show notes, on the podcast, you're looking on the show notes. Okay, so that's it from me. Have an amazing day, and it'd be really lovely if you were joining us for the Start Your Coaching Business training, and I'll catch you on there if you're joining us on there. Elizabeth said, signed up and looking forward to it. Yay! Amazing. Sparkle Boutique says, hi Rebecca, I've already done your NLP course. Done your NLP course for beginners. Oh, amazing. Wendy says, hi Rebecca, I joined and joining the 29th. Oh, I'm so excited. Right, I feel like a rat geek. So excited. Okay, so if you're joining us, I will catch you there. And if you've got any questions, just pop me a message. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch you on the training.